Time for Law and Disorder.
I demand a lawyer.
With attorney Jeff Kaufman on 101.1 WJRR.
We are Orlando's rock station. Jeff from Kaufman Lynd, partner there. Fine personal injury firm here in Central Florida. If you or someone you know has been injured, slip and fall, car accident, whatever it might be, and you think, hey, maybe I need a lawyer to get involved, but you're not quite sure. Call Jeff. He's a good sounding board.
Jeff at whenyouneedus.com. That's his email. Jeff at whenyouneedus.com. If you want to call him directly, 407-500-JEFF or pound 546 on your cell. It was good to see you this weekend.
It was good to see you guys out in your element. You had a little rock star there. You guys were doing it up.
That
the Pitmasters and Pours over the weekend. Thank you to everybody who came out. Jeff participated, had a booth out there. Also as a referee in the wrestling extravaganza that went down. You took a bump. I saw
a Jeffery.
Yeah, the Jeffery took a little hit.
Now, if you get injured doing that, do you sign waivers or something before you go out and Jeffery?
Yeah, I was covered under this.
Okay,
but then again,
I was just curious.
I went down pretty quick.
When had somebody hit you in the head with a sock that had, it was a loaded sock?
A bag of rocks. That's what it was supposed to be, a bag of rocks.
Uh-huh. I remember that.
I don't know what it was, but it left me with a little headache.
I remember that back in Sing Sing. We'd do it with Coke cans in there.
You remember when he did the stretch at Sing Sing?
Yeah. I did my nickel there.
Yeah. Real quick question for you. I'm just curious how something like this plays out. I saw it in the news, and this is right up your alley. Woman is suing American Airlines over severe burns to her genital area. Flights going on. This is back in February.
Yeah.
The lawsuit's just now being filed. The pilot captain comes on and says, I need everybody to please return to your seats and buckle up. We're about to hit some rough air. Turbulence ahead.
Okay.
And as everybody's returning to their seats, the flight crew's trying to secure everything. They hit the turbulence, and the turbulence sent the hot coffee pot flying off the cart and into her lap is the story.
That's not good.
Yeah.
I want to be on that jury when it comes to photos.
How does that, they know that they're about to hit, they're taking steps to try to.
Well, that's ridiculous. I mean, these things move around pretty well all day long. You got to secure dangerous stuff. For those who don't know, it's real simple. I'm going to send you to law school real quick. 3 elements. First off, damages. Was somebody damaged? Yes, she got burned off it. 2, should somebody have done something, or did they do something? In this case, they said definitely you should secure really hot coffee so it can't fly off, something like this. And 3, was that the cause of her injuries? Yes, of course it's the cause of her injuries.
So even though they're attempting to get everything, because the pilot has just come on and said all this, and boom, they hit it.
They didn't secure it.
Remember this. Should you have known, hey, listen, in the air, we have turbulence. So let's see what we don't want. Okay. We don't want coffee pots go flying around and dumping scalding water on people.
Now, I'm not advocating for it or anything.
Well, no. It's not what you do. It's also what you don't do. That's the definition of negligence, being wrong, having a duty, and not D-U-T-Y, Taco.
Kind of like when your mom would say, if you were going to cuss, and you'd go, sugar, and she'd go, it's the thought that counts. You're still in trouble. Just like that. You should have secured that pot.
Yeah, let's go with that one.
You didn't. Man,
I don't even. At law school, there's always some dude who puts his hand up and asks this weird ass question, and everyone just kind of goes, "Okay, where are we going with this?" Okay, but we all agree. Yes, exactly.
Wash your mouth out. Yes. What's next?
I'd take a coffee pot to the generals for that lawsuit.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I would.
I don't think. You say that until you're going, wait a second.
I'd burn your coffee beans.
Uh-huh. A person on an electric bike. Remember, please try to keep these short. I summarized this one. A person on an e-bike was traveling against the flow of traffic on a one-way road and ran into my vehicle last year. He hired lawyers. They tried to sue me. I defended myself and was able to get the lawsuit dismissed on the merits. Am I able to effectively sue him for damages he did to my vehicle and for all the time that he wastes, all of my time that he wasted with a frivolous lawsuit?
In situations like this, sometimes the courts will put fees and costs towards the defendant if he can show that it was clearly their fault, things like that. But the problem is with these scooters, there's no insurance on these things. So if you get hit with one of these things, especially downtown, they're all over the place and people are getting hurt all the time. And the city, I don't know why, there's this weird contract the city has with these scooter companies. So they don't require them to have licenses. They don't require them to have insurance. They don't require anything. So people are really getting hurt really bad.
Dude, they're fast. They're fast.
Yeah. Under what guise are they able to say, we don't need any insurance?
Because they're electric. I guess there's electric and there's no motor and horsepower and all this other nonsense. But they should not be allowed downtown. I can tell you every day, I live down there. Every day I see somebody burn in, they hurt themselves, people, and it's not like you have to have a license to drive one. Any moron goes, here, my credit card, and they hop on these things. It's like a motorcycle in a weird way. These take basic skills to do it. And yes, you could be very coordinated, but there are some people who should never get on these things.
Are you thinking of a scooter or an e-bike? Because he's talking about an e-bike.
They're the same thing.
Those things go like 30 miles and 30 plus miles.
Yeah, they rent the e-bikes and the scooters. It's the same thing downtown.
Yeah.
But those are the rentals. That's not, I'm sure he's dealing with somebody who's doing, but yeah, it's not great.
A 500-pound bag of feathers can still crush you.
Wow.
That's weird. So I'm sorry that happened to you. Watch, he's going to say, well, then you shouldn't have represented him.
Well, could you sue? Could he sue the guy for the damages to his vehicle?
Yeah, but the fact is this, what happened was I guarantee his car insurance company, it was like a $500
deductible.
Mm-hmm. So you could only sue for what you actually went in. As far as you getting sued for it, that was for your lawyer, and most likely you were defended by your insurance company.
And Pat, you mentioned the insurance. That's just like golf carts. You don't have to have insurance on a golf cart, which I don't really get that either. To Jeff, quick question. My mother gave me her old vehicle because she got a new one. Left the registration in her name. If anything was to occur, does she own any liability?
Yes. It's her car. Until you transfer it over, it's still hers.
Change it over, dude.
Yep.
Or ma'am. Since the government requires us to have a social security number, how come they don't protect us from identity theft?
Because they don't care. You want to know?
Tell us what you really think.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Stop it. How many times, and we know what country is involved with most of the identity theft. It happens. It's these Indian companies. They go over, we should make a huge deal of it. You're absolutely right. I said it let's just say I was a little cavalier with that concept. I think the government is failing us on a disgusting level. They never go after these people. Every day somebody's trying to screw us over for felonies and everything else, and we care more about somebody stealing a podium from Pelosi than we do about people stealing millions of dollars from elderly people every day. So how about we go out and we fight the real crimes? This has nothing to do with politics. It just has to do with giving a damn about the things that are really important.
Damn, man.
How you like that?
Jeff had his Wheaties this morning.
No, I'm just, he is right. And I'm sick about people like that who get screwed over every day and everything's a problem. And we just put up with it. And for some reason, our government doesn't care because then they'd have to go after, they'd have to say, hey, listen, we have to sanction your country for it. They have buildings. I mean, just massive buildings sitting there where they're scam calling elderly people in the U.S. from India. Mm-hmm. And you see this, and it's all over the internet. You watch these whole buildings. They're back tracing them. They have the videos. They're watching these people in these buildings doing it to us. And none of these people get prosecuted.
He's so fired up. I think he needs a BWO sticker.
Come on board.
I'm taking one right now.
Come on board, Jeff.
I'm putting it right on the top, right here. It's going to be like a nameplate.
Right on the back of your truck. Okay, your Jeep. I work for a large company in Florida that has dash cams installed in all of the vehicles. Found out that these cameras also can see in the cab and are monitored. Is that legal?
Absolutely. Absolutely, it's illegal. Here businesses can hide cameras all they want. Now what you didn't say is if they're tracking your voice too. As far as video goes, that's fine as long as they don't hide them in the bathrooms and they're catching weird stuff. Mm-hmm. But normally video is not protected. Sound sometimes is. So, it depends on what's going on, where it is, whether you're aware of it or not.
They're looking out for their company and their company
every
property.
bar, there are cameras behind the bar, and they're not to protect the bartenders. They're to catch them from stealing.
Back in the day, they didn't have the cameras. Oh, it's great bartending. My wife had not mine, this person. My wife had digestive issues for years. After getting multiple colonoscopies, the last one she got revealed that she has stage 3 colon cancer.
I'm terribly sorry about that.
And seriously, sorry. And it obstructed nearly 50% of her colon. Is it possible to file a suit against the doctor who missed the mass just 6 months ago?
Pat.
That's going to be awfully hard to prove that it was there 6 months ago, unless you get somebody who is a fellow doctor to say that may be the case on the stand in a court of law.
And that this doctor, it was unreasonable for him to miss this. It was unreasonable for him to treat it that way. And because of his unreasonableness, this is how you were damaged. That's the definition.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And it's so hard because, finding and medical malpractice cases aren't easy. Out of every 100 cases, you might be able to take one of them based on the scenarios. That's how protective, the system is in Florida.
And we all hope that she
and actually in most states so.
pulls through on that because that sucks.
I'm terribly sorry.
Yeah, it sucks.
Hey, if we didn't get to your question, I'm printing them out to do next week. Jeff at whenyouneedus.com is his direct email. Jeff at whenyouneedus.com or 407-500-JEFF.
Yeah, you could get a hold of him right now and, get a hold, if you need something answered right away this week, he'll get back to you. Anything else you need to hit here, Jeff?
Yeah, got a little hot over it. Sorry about that. Oh, yeah, we are, next week we're taking a bunch of people to Joker, and we have about 50 tickets left. We're taking about 800 people. It's unbelievable how people want to go to this.
Wow.
Do me a favor, go to... just email me at jeff@whenyouneedus.com and, click on radio so I know that those 50 are for you.
Jeff
Not
at when you
all
need
for you, but you know what I mean.
Jeff at whenyouneedus.com.
All right. Jeff Kaufman from Kaufman and Lynd. We'll catch up with you again next Monday. Appreciate your time.
Yeah, take care, everyone.
Lynch and Taco on demand. Download the iHeartRadio app and listen anytime, anywhere.
This is JRR.